what is the average amount of global warming that we want to avoid? If we want to try to stay within safe 1.5 degrees Celsius, then the pace of change needs to accelerate rapidly. So just as an example, we're already doing a lot on renewable energy, but that needs to become 5 times as fast. We're already trying to phase out the use of dirty, polluting fossil fuels. That needs to become 5 times faster as well. But for something like electric mobility, which is just starting, the pace of that needs to pick up 22 times faster in order to be aligned with this 1.5 degrees Celsius low carbon pathway. In addition to all this, we need new technologies that are currently in a very nascent stage, something called green hydrogen, which needs to replace the way we use fossil fuels in our industrial manufacturing. Hydrogen electrolysis is something that is still very much in an R&D stage. It's still expensive to produce at scale. So here we need more innovation and more scaling up of a technology that is still in a fairly early stage.
Right. The report also focuses on how not just carbon dioxide emissions need to be brought down, but methane emissions need to be brought down. And, you know, the moment I read that, I was thinking about India, I was thinking about China, because these are regions that are moving towards natural gas, those options for you know, their energy generation, moving away essentially from coal-based power generation. And so I wonder, how can they really step up in terms of building alternatives here?
Right. I mean, this is a tricky one. The focus on methane is because methane is 21 times as potent a greenhouse gas as carbon dioxide. So if you actually phase out methane, you can have a much bigger impact on the climate. So this 1.5 degrees Celsius warming that we are trying to stay within, methane becomes a very powerful tool to get to that. However, natural gas, as you rightly pointed out, is being considered as a transition fuel by economies around the world. So those who are trying to phase out coal, but not yet, renewable energy is taking time. Natural gas is being seen as a transition fuel, but one that brings with it the dangers of leakage. So clearly over here, we need to start thinking one step forward. We need to leapfrog and start putting in place the kind of supply chain that green hydrogen requires. So more renewable energy used to produce hydrogen at large scale, which can be used in all of our industries to start with, even fertilizer or chemicals, steel production, ammonia. All of these are excellent sort of demand side uses of green hydrogen. So that's really the trick over here. The other big issue is landfill methane is something that our countries can use to produce waste from energy. And that becomes a win-win solution for our cities.